All right. Oh, make sure everything's good. All right, I'm back. I was given some time to see what the numbers fall today, but the numbers are in for the second day, and what do you know? It's around 10,000 more than it was yesterday. Cause look, no, five. Let's look at it. Five, yeah, 5,000 more than it was yesterday. So it's slowly increasing. We don't know if it's gonna constantly increase over the weekend or if it's going to be constantly increased over the week, next week, and maybe next month. We don't know yet. This is just what we have here. More people are review bombing it. Who would have guessed that? But look, release date and more followers. So now people are trying to attack this game saying it's doing poorly, but let's look at the Steam sales number. And what you look at that, it's right behind Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which came out the week before this game. And this game already in 2 days, because mind you, this number is the number before it came out. And mind you, it came well, this is a day off, but it came out on October the 31st. This is basically going off, I guess. I don't know why it's saying the 31st. I guess that's when it was added. But it came out on October the 31st. These numbers are, well, let me see something. When does it say it was released? Yeah, October the 5th. October the, is that's not right. No, that was when it was leaked. So is this just the number they have from this date? Or when they started? I don't know. This is confusing. But as we can see, is being this game, which people are saying, oh no, Metro has whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce the game name, has more sales and better sales. But again, this came out at the beginning of the month. This came out just a few days ago, and it's already beating its sales. It's catching up to Black Ops 6, which had about a week lead, almost a week lead on it. It's already catch up. And Sparking Zero, um, it's almost half of Sparking Zero, which again came out at the beginning of the October. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, parallel low end sales sold in the past 7 days. So okay, let's look at Call of Duty. Like at 6. All right, so it could sell anywhere between this and this average amount. Because so 1 million, don't know yet, but like total players, total. Oh, okay, we have an estimate that's around this. So maybe this outdated. Maybe they need to update it. Let's look. Release date. Ah, wow. So this is what it was on release date. This is what, and mind you, this is just on Steam. This is just on Steam. This is not the total number. This is just Steam numbers. So this is what it was on release, or at least the day before release, or is this? What was it? Let me double check. Yeah, that's the day it was released. This is the number that they put up the day before release. So on release date, this is the number they had. This is the number now, or at least yesterday. So went up almost 3,000, 225. No, sorry, not 3,000, 250,000. So roughly 250,000 over the week. So this is the average number. So roughly 250,000 over the week. This is what they have now. It's catching up to that. it's only been, let's see, it's only been 2 days. These are the numbers from the 31st. We don't have yesterday's number to still calculate, and obviously they won't have today's number. So again, 2 days already catch it, already beat that. Now here's the interesting thing. This is the number from Silent Hill, right? On Steam. Silent Hill remake sales number. It sold over 1 million copies in 4 days. So Silent Hill 2, let's look at Silent Hill numbers. I have to, I thought I had it up. I guess I accidentally closed it. But let's look at Silent Hill numbers. All right. Number of copies sold. Again, this is just for Steam. This is the number of copies they have it's sold on Steam. But it sold over 1 million copies. So this is roughly, don't know the exact amount, but let's see. Don't know the exact amount, but roughly 25%. Let's say count for Sony. Okay, so yeah, like I say, roughly 25%. Roughly 25% of the numbers is on Steam alone for Silent Hill. So that's a ballpark figure. Let's see some. Let's see. Sparking zero. Sales numbers. Let's see what comes up. Me. So roughly 33%. So again, between 20, make sure I have the right number saying this. So roughly 20 to 30% of sales. Oh, and this is just 24 hours, so don't know what the total amount is right now. Try and see if there's any update, but there's none. Right. Zero, I guess. Let's see. No, there's no update. But from what we can tell, if it's sold more than 3 million. So at 4 million, that's that's still roughly 25% of sale numbers for Steam. Mind you, again, it's been out since near the beginning of October and sold 4 million. Let's go down here and see. It's plateaued. So this is what it had. So with the release number the day before it came out. And then got up, got up to this number, and then slowly just started level out. So it's already hitting the level out point. So it's going to slowly increase, but it's more or less leveling out. So 7, yeah. So basically, from release date to I started roughly 14 days after release date. That's when it start really level out, really leveling out. So within 14 days, it went up $500, around 40% on Steam. So and we know it sold for 2 million, 3 million. So same thing happened here. So it start out. This shows so 40% of the total number. Um, no, 40% adding. So now Call of Duty is a different thing because it also have online. It's also multiplayer, so it's probably this also have multiplayer too, but it level off because it had so many. The biggest problem it had was the latency, where you can do a move and everything, and it could just end up being not counted into the system. But this is what we have now. Let's let's do this. So this is what it's so around what it's on Steam. This they say it. Okay, okay. Before we go on, let me look at this. This is the highest it peaked it had on Steam, connected to Steam, right? But it sold over 1 million copies. Did I accidentally close it? But it sold over 1 million copies. Let's just up here. Remake. So it sold over 1 million copies in 4 days, right? And this is how much it sold on Steam up to now. So let's it's also plateau. So wow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So one, two, so roughly 25% again. So it's still 25%. So all of my calculation I'm doing here are showing that, you know, where these games is plateauing and where these games are selling and what their numbers are showing is they like if they say this number is how much is sold within a set amount of days, you seeing that within on that same day on Steam, it's roughly 25% of the total sales number. So now, with that being said, let's look at Dragon Age numbers. Total number of players. This is on Steam. Just on Steam. This is not people sign in. This is not people uh, a little over a day. This is just Steam numbers of players for that day. Number of sales and everything. Number owned. You see the number is the same. This is from 2 days ago, right? Look at it. This is from today. Oh, they updated. This is what released. This is what they have now. So yeah, let's look at this. Yep. Yeah, they updated this because before this wasn't here. This is just updated. So look at how when it released or the day before it released. Because again, this is the day. Uh, these are all one day before. So this number is what was sold during the sale day up to the end of the sale day. So now it's up here. Copy sold on Steam. This is 25% of the copy sold on Steam. You time this by 4. That's 2 million copies in one day, or the sold on one day. So it could have easily sold 2 million copies. Based on this is again, I'm using all of the other games I have here. I'm using as many games as possible. I can even do it with this one. Let's look here. Let's see how many really. 1 million copies. Has 1 million copies worldwide. Um, let's see, like 1 million copies worldwide 3 weeks ago. Over. When did the game come out? Let's check again. So 2 days. Okay, let's look at Steam numbers then. So we check. No, silent here. Steam numbers 2 days after it came out. Okay, from here 1, 2. Okay, so again, roughly 25%. It's a little lower, but let's round here. So that's roughly 25% again. So all the data I am showing, I went through every game on this list, and when you look at it, roughly 25%. Oh, let's look at Sonic X Generation, because this may be different. This one passed 1 million in 24 hours, so I know that much. Let's see what it was on sale day. Huh. You see, this on Steam, when in that day, it wasn't even 10%. It wasn't even 10%. You can even go up to here, still not 10% up to today or yesterday, because again, numbers are 1 day behind. So this right here, this number sold on Steam, it's not 10% of the total number, because it sold over 1 million in 24 hours. So I can lowball and say this is 10% of the total sale, or I can just give a rough estimate of what every day, showing that every day I'm showing the average amount is roughly 10%. So now, with that being said, let's let's do some math. Again, Silent Hill. This is peak number of Silent Hill. So over 1 million copies in 4 days. Fine. This is the peak number. Let's look at Dragon Age player count. Set this up. This is peak number right now. Silent Hill peak number versus Dragon Age peak number. It's more than double, almost more than triple from peak to peak. And this is just the peak of today. This is from 4 hours ago. We don't know if it's going to even go up, how much it's going to go up tomorrow. This is from 25 days ago. This is why you don't just go based on peak. This is why you don't use this to show how many people are playing. But again, Silent Hill 2 is a offline. It's a single player offline game. Trying to find the description. But single player is offline. You don't have to. You don't have this online, need to be online thing. You can play it offline. And so 1 million copies in 4 days. But this is the total peak players. This is the most players it had on Steam the day that it came out. This is the day that came out and just slowly been declining. Right? This is the data that came out over here and it's slowly been rising. We don't know where it's gonna end up. But for now, this is the number we have on Steam. Silent Hill 2, this is the number we have on Steam. And again, it sold 1 million copies 4 days. So even if I give this another few days, This is what sold here. Just pull that back up. Silent Hill. This is what Silent Hill sold on Steam. Almost double, right? And this sold 1 million copies in 4 days. Sonic sold 1 million copies in 24 hours. Dragon Ball Z is already up to 3 million. Dragon Ball Zero. It's still called Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I see a Dragon Ball Zero or Dragon Ball Z for sure. What? Oh, Call of Duty. I also show Call of Duty sale number. Let's look at that to be sure. So no mistakes. That's the problem. It just came out last week, so no sale numbers are fully in. We can guess. We can take our best guess and say it could sell between 1 to 2 million copies in a week. Well, we don't know yet. But it was the biggest launch. So let's look at Black Ops 5 sale number. Black Ops 5 sale. 116. Okay, Black Ops 4. So 14 million. Okay, here we go. Black Ops 4, so World 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 at War, so 15. Mind I'm also showing you because this is what I do when I'm doing research. This is what I have to go through doing research. I try to compare stuff. I go through every last thing to see what everything compared to each other. So and I try to compare games within its own realm. Since Black Ops, this is an online game. This is an online game. These two games need have PvP. I don't know about this game. This is a single player game. I don't know about a lot of the rest. I think so. I try to keep online games with online games and single player games with single player games. So the two single player games I know about is these two, and it's already beat it, right? And they sold 1 million copies in 4 days. I mean, this could sold and they could sell 2 million copies within 4 days. They could sell 2 million copies within 2 days. We don't know yet. The numbers are not in yet. But what we do know is on Steam alone, just on Steam, this is the number we have on Steam the day before and the day of. Because again, this just updated. Because this right here wasn't here a little while ago. It was just to here. Now it's updated to this. So this release date, this is release date. This number is from here. This number is what is come from release date. Let's refresh. Let's update. Oh, but yeah. So based on everything I just laid out for you, you take this number and you times it by 4. So copy. Oh, shit. I mean, no, knock off Google. times 4. Ah, come on. Okay, let's just remove the cape. Let's do it this way. So I want you to see the exact number. Times 4. This is a possible number that's sold before and day of release. This is the possible number. Because again, see, as I shown multiple times, the Steam numbers are around 10 to 25% of total sell number. It could fall anywhere between that. So it could be 20%, which means time it by 5. It could be 10%, which means time this number by 10. We don't know yet. But from everything I'm seeing, it could have sold 1 million copies before release. We don't know yet. It could have sold 1 million copies before 24 hours. This is basically the average of what it could sell. It could sell 1 million. It could sell 1.6 million in 24 hours. It could sell 2.6 million in 24 hours. Don't know yet. It could even be waiting for it to hit 3 million. We don't know yet. I hit the wrong thing. Dragon's Veilguard. I didn't type Dragon's 4. Or if there's any updates. They have some problem. Dragon is now the EA's best game topping Jedi Survivor. Okay, since that came up, it's topping Jedi Survivor. What was Jedi Survivor's cell number? Let's look at that then. Oop. Get the full name and help. Sometimes you have to do this, stuff like this. Or Jedi Survivor. Just to get it to work properly. Jedi Survivor was the most selling game. Jedi Survivor was 2020 for most selling games. Just 2 days. How many units did it sell? Units. So see that. Don't know. Okay. Okay, but we can guess from this. Take this same number. So right now it could be roughly 4, 7 million. So by now it could be roughly 7 million because it's been over a year. This is just on Steam, mind. I have to keep clarifying that because some people are not that smart and will like, but what about this? What about this? Again, just on Steam, it's roughly 25% of the total sale. So Jedi Survivor could have sold 7 million in 1 year. So they have hiccups. So Trying to use the peak number, we know that's not a good idea because this number is from Silent Hill. It sold over 1 million copies in 4 days, but there was a peak on Steam. The actual number on Steam we have here, and this is the number it sold on Steam. So roughly 25% of what it was sold on Steam was the total number, sale number. And it sold 1 million. So you can't use this to figure out sales. You can't use, you can't say this is the total sale because we don't know the exact total sale, but this is Steam sale number. From everything I'm showing, Steam sale number is roughly 25%. 10 to 25%. It's top Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor on Steam, it beat Jedi Survivor on Steam. Wait, EA best selling Steam game topping Jedi Survivor. Boy. Playing surpass EA's best selling game ever on Steam, surpassing Jedi Survivor. Mm. Beating Baldur's Gate 3. So again, direct sequel. I, mm, Based on what they say, you could have easily sold 1 million copies on Steam alone, so you could have sold around 4 million copies. Because again, I just showed Jedi Survivor numbers. Now they talking about basically in a few days. Let's. Do I still have it up? Let's see if I still have Survivor. See if I can do this now, please. Okay. Shit. Go back. Nope, can't go back that far. You only can go back here. Wow, look at this. It it was this is what it was doing for like over a year. Then all of a sudden, I guess it had a sale last week, and just spike up. 8. Oh, that's not a big spike, but still, it's a spike, so it went up. But yeah, look at it. 1.8 million on Steam. Yep, that's roughly what it was. Just had a spike here recently. So it sold 1.8 million on Steam. It sold roughly 4 million or 7 million total. We don't know yet. Numbers are not in yet. Are they not sharing them? And so, again, unless unless they somehow put out today that it hit 1 million copies, I don't know yet. It could be on the version hitting 2 to 3. We don't know. It could, again, based on these numbers, it could be on a way to hitting 4 million copies. Don't know yet. Just based on this number, this is 25% from here. Roughly 25%. This is roughly 25%. It could even be up to this, which Yeah, let's do that. People can have things set up on here because I didn't bother to change it. Times 4. So here. No, 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 no. Here. So it gets so over 3 million. Oh, yeah, 3 million. Because this is in K. So you go here. Decimal place over. So it gets so over 3 million copies by now. Don't know. That's the thing. Once the number come in, then we'll know. But we know it's already a success. And you won't hear that on the haters. But passengers, see, I don't know if I have to read this closely. King. Oh, just review, positive review. Okay, I thought it was talking about as far as sale numbers because I'll be like, what? Don't tell me it sold 4 million within a 1 day. So this is past. It's past as far as review, positive reviews. So this okay. I'm gonna read this a little more carefully to double check to make sure. But again, using this number when Silent Hill numbers was much lower for a single player game. Not a good idea. I have this up. This number is roughly 25%. Could be as low as 10% of the total sales, as I show. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I just want to update it. And mind you, look how I said this game was recently released. Estimates may not be accurate. You have to look at it. This is the release date number, total release date at the end of the total release number at the end of the release date is here. So anyway, later.